Fayetteville, Indiana, the land of tall corn and not much more. Julie and I are here tonight for a great show. We're glad you all joined us. Glad to hear from you. Be sure to pipe up and tell me who you are and where you're from. Creekbank Creations is from Perrysville, like I said, the land of tall corn and not much more. We have our own line of dies, rubber stamps, adhesives, patterned papers, tools, and assorted other cool stuff. And we'd love to see you at the next show. Speaking of the next show, hey, it's next weekend. That's right, it's going to be this Friday and Saturday, February 25th and 26th. In Danville, Indiana. That's just outside of Indianapolis at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds. I think it's going to be starting at 10 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. But it is Too Much Fun Productions, Indianapolis Rubber Stamp and Scrapbook Getaway. So check that out. Did I say too much fun? Yes.
Or did I wasn't listening.
If I just to make sure. Hi, Nancy Goad. How are you? Hey, Elizabeth Hahn. If just in case I said it wrong, it is. You're sorry.
Having a major lag here. That's not going to work.
Hit a refresh.
I did.
Okay.
And it made it worse. So.
All right. What internet are you on?
There we go. There it went. Okay.
We'll anyway, it's by Too Much Fun Productions. So tonight, hey, we're going to have a blast. Julie is going to do the new mini slim cards. Here's one of the cards she's going to be doing. Isn't that cool? Can you see Manny? Can you say slim? Can you say mini
like
slim?
To be mini and slim. I used to be mini and slim.
Hey, ladies, don't be talking about me like that. Isn't that cool? Can I show many of these others, Julie?
Yeah, show them all.
Okay.
You got Diane Wilcox is here.
Hey, Diane. Hey, Tina.
And Hope. And Charlotte
Beth.
Hunley. We have it. Charlotte's in Arizona.
Beth, did you get your prize I sent you last week?
Oh, untie it.
Untie it.
We'll show that. We're going to do that card tonight.
Check this out. Check out this card. Do you see that?
Get it up higher. Yep, get it up higher. There you go.
There you go. It opens up. Opens up.
Shake the bee. It's an action wobble.
Oh, he's an action wobble. I'm looking at it from the back of the card. There we go.
You know what? I think I forgot to put action wobble.
And we're using our...
Not yet, that said.
Our new Bee-utiful 6x6 paper pad tonight, as well as the Bee-utiful Stamp and Bee-utiful Sentiments.
Aren't you beautiful?
You see that? As well as the brand new stitched, emphasize stitched, Hexagon die set from Creekbank Creations.
No.
Don't emphasize stitched?
No, it's not stitched.
But it is stitched.
It's double.
Oh, excuse me.
There's a secret.
Ladies, crafters.
I'm going to explain.
Hey, Rebecca Hawkins from Alabama.
Tonight.
Hey, Dory Litchfield.
The secrets are going to be revealed tonight.
Because it's not just stitched. I want to tell you right now, it's double stitched. That's like double bubble. Remember double bubble? Okay. Okay, and we've got our new mini.
What is that anyway?
Oh, I just had it. My mind just went blank.
Mini slim.
Mini slim. Can you say mini slim? Mini slim dies. There's the mini slim rectangle, stitched rectangles. There is the mini slim scallop. And then the mini slim scallop windows. Even has a setup sheet behind it. So we're going to be showing that. Also, guess what came in? That's right, ladies. We talked about it briefly just for a little bit last week. But
I want to know if you got a new hat.
Didn't get a new hat. I just put it on my head a little different. You like it when I wear it like this? Like that?
Do you wear it with the turkey feather at the show?
Yes, I do. Sometimes I can wear it like that.
Show them how your Show them
Indians.
Show them how your grandson wears it.
Yeah, my grandson wears it like that. So, but I think that's pretty becoming. I'll wear that for you, ladies. Anyway, the switch came in, the Big Shot switch, and guess what? It's better than what we thought. Yes, it's better than what we thought, and we're going to be doing a live demonstration of it tonight. I think you're going to really like it. And I've got a special deal. Can you say special? Special. I have a special deal of $215, and that includes freight to your door. There's a few states that I might not be able to ship it to, and I don't have that on the line yet.
Oh,
Did you put that online?
it says that you'll ship it everywhere except for Hawaii.
Except for Hawaii. Okay, if that's what it says, that's what we're gonna do. So there you go. So check this out. What is included in it, which is what is really neat that we didn't think was coming in it, is the, where's it at, Mrs. Creek? Oh, here we are. Yes. The oversized, check out the size of this, the oversized base plate, okay? That puppy's huge, okay? Let's look at 8.5 inches wide, okay? Plus you've got the A shim, see that there? Okay. And you got your 2 cutting pads that come with it as well, along with what they call the starter pack,
It's right there.
right here. Oh, Sizzix is going to throw in 3 dies. They've got a flower die,
Kathy.
and they've got their version of the hex die, but it doesn't have stitches in it.
Okay.
And they've got this die, and then
Okay.
an embossing folder. So all for
Nancy wants
$215.
to know, does she get 22% off tonight because it's 2/22/22?
Nancy, is that Nancy Goad?
Yes,
Nancy, of course she would say that, wouldn't you,
Okay,
Nancy?
now somebody's asking about the extra cutting plates. And so do you want to talk about the cutting plates and what we saw?
Yes, a bit. Initially, when we spoke to our folks at Sizzix,
And it's not clear on their website.
and it's not clear, we were not certain what cutting pads and base plate you were going to get. We thought they were going to send you a standard cutting pad, a small one, and small cutting, or base plate and small cutting pads. Lo and behold, they did send us the full size ones that are in your box, in the machine, with the machine. So you don't have anything else to buy except for the switch machine. You're ready to go. And some Creekbank Creations dies. And I'll tell you what,
Okay.
you'll be really good.
Somebody said, please hold the product still for a little moment.
Okay.
You're making everyone dizzy.
I'm sorry.
They did, Tom has one speed, fast forward.
Okay, ladies. Boom, 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 boom. How's that? See those? Real slow. Those are your big cutting pads. Your big A shim. I apologize for moving around too fast. I didn't make anybody dizzy. And the large base plate. And like I said, later in the show, Julie's going to demonstrate this machine to you. It's pretty cool. I mean, if you thought the Big Shot was cool, or excuse me, the Vagabond was
What
cool.
is the name of that other machine?
Not our other machine we sold. If you thought the Vagabond machine was cool, this is like.
How big are the plates?
How big are the plates?
I really like this. You can be on the hot spot, and I'll sit over there
I need a tape measure.
and just answer all the questions.
I believe it's 8.5 inches.
The grid pad is down there. Pull up the grid.
The grid.
Right to your right.
Here we are, right here. I've got a grid pad right here. It's a
This
very
is good. You
question.
guys ask really difficult questions while he's over there, so he has to answer difficult questions.
Okay. The grid pad, the plate is 8 3/4 inches wide.
Okay.
The length.
The cutting plate is what? 8
8 3/4 inches wide.
3/4 inches wide. Okay.
And the length. Now remember, it's tapered here, so I'm not going to measure the taper. So you're looking at 12 inches long.
12 inches long.
So.
Okay, so, Mr. Creek,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you a difficult question.
Yes,
Are you ready?
ma'am.
Anybody else have any difficult questions?
Difficult questions.
Why is it called a 9-inch opening if the cutting plates are 8 3/4 inches?
That's a very good question. Who asked that question,
I
Mrs.
did.
Creek?
I did.
You did? They rounded up, is what they did. They rounded up. 8.75 rounded up to the nearest inch would be 9 inches.
There you go.
That's what they probably did. And
Okay.
believe me, I think that's what they did do.
Okay, so, did you clarify that the cutting plate, the base plate is smaller than the cutting plate?
I didn't clarify, but I can sure
Yes.
show them.
Because, don't ask me about this question either.
Okay.
Why is the cutting plate larger than the base plate?
Oh,
Show
because
that.
it's tapered. That's why.
So,
Notice, ladies.
Listen, you gave them the dimensions of the cutting plate,
Mm-hmm.
but the base plate is smaller than the cutting plate.
And that's the most important
The
dimension.
platform.
If the platform is not as wide, then we can't cut on it, right?
Yes.
So the platform is, guess what? 8 3/4 inches long, wide, okay?
8
Mm-hmm. The platform.
3/4 inches wide. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it is 12 inches long.
Oh.
Yes, well, see, when I measured these, they're tapered on the
Okay.
edges here, honey.
Okay.
So I didn't measure the taper because being the experienced die cutting individual that I am, I knew that those were not going to be cutting. Because if you'll notice, your cutting pad, can you see that taper?
You're good, Tom.
Crafters?
You're good.
So it can fit in the machine.
Yes, and they specifically tapered the edges of those dies
Mhm.
so that they would not shoot out of the machine. Like sometimes the Vagabond, when you get to the end, it'll shoot out.
Mhm.
So they specifically did that.
But you're going to like the way this machine works?
Any
It's a
questions?
dream. Anybody have any questions before we get going
Let's
here?
put Tom on the hot spot.
No questions?
They're all being nice to you.
Ladies, crafters, ladies, gentlemen, crafters
Of all
of
ages.
all ages. This time I'm going to give you Julie. So yes, Cheryl, it is electric, and it's you push the button and you only have to push it once.
It's
You
magic.
push it to stop if you want. You can stop right in the middle of the cut. Mrs. Creek will be showing us. But if you want extra cutting plates, guess what, Liz? I have them. Yes, indeed, I have them. So I have them in stock. So did you put those online yet, Mrs. Creek?
The cutting plates?
Mhm.
I did not put the cutting plates. The machine is online and the extra large dies, the giants, are online.
And guess what? When you're using your standard smaller dies, okay, you can still use your old cutting pad and, or excuse me, your base plate and cutting pads from your Vagabond or your Big Shot in this machine. So they're interchangeable. So there's no reason to wear out the extra large
What
cutting
colors
pads
do you have?
when you can use the smaller ones. How about that? Are you ready?
We only, they want to know what colors. We only stock
We
clear
are only selling the white
cutting
and the
pads.
clear cutting pads.
Clear.
The
they're
white
clear.
machine. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, maybe she meant what colors of machine.
Did you mean what color machine, or did
Okay.
you mean?
All right, let's trade off.
All right,
baby.
here we go. Mrs. Creek is at it.
I'm kicking you out. Good evening. That was a lot of information. There's a lot going on in the craft world, which is really exciting because we've been waiting on the Switch for 2 years. 2 years.
What have we done, 2 years?
I hit myself in the glasses.
I need to tighten
We've been-
these up. I'm sorry.
we've been-
forgot
no, I
to
hit
tighten these up.
We've been waiting on the Switch for 2 years. So we came in the other night and there was freight stacked all over the place. We didn't even know they were coming. So exciting, very very fun. I think you're going to be happy with how it looks and etc. So tonight we are gathered here to work on some new projects. What I love about the Tuesday Night Live, and one of the reasons why I said to Tom, I think we should do some Tuesday Night Lives, is because it kind of helps you get into my head, which it can be a scary place. But explaining how some of these products work, and when you see like my thought process behind how
my
they're...
head into my car. Isn't that how that song went?
That was nowhere close to how it went.
Sorry.
Then you'll see how you can get more use out of the products. So we're going to talk tonight about the dies, and I'm going to explain some tips and tricks with them. And before we get started, I wanted to share with you from Joshua 1:9. I always like to kind of share something with you to encourage you in this battle of life, because things are a little crazy, a little cray-cray. This is one of my favorites. Are you ready? Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, neither be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And if you don't know, this is the scripture that the Lord spoke to me in January of 2020, before we went on the road. So that year, this was especially meaningful to me. But today I was feeling a little embattled. A lot's going on. And I was like, okay, the Lord said to be strong and of good courage. So when you're battling, this is a great one to remember, Joshua 1:9. And I'm going to be strong and courageous because it comes with a promise. Don't be frightened, for the Lord your God is with you. So love this scripture. And I have a customer from Terre Haute who bought me a giant wall hanging. You don't want to know how many times I said to Mr. Creek, Mr. Creek, did you turn the volume down on your phone? So it's a great scripture. I encourage you to, when you're feeling in battle, to get that. The Lord says he's with us no matter where we are. There is Kindercrafts right there logging on, and Kindercrafts is Yvonne, and Yvonne is going to be teaching for us at some shows this year. She will be for sure. We have nailed down specifically St. Louis, and we have other things that we're working on. So Yvonne is in our Creek Bank Creations creativity group. If you are not in that group, you can go find us on Facebook and send me a request, and I can get you in that group. And it's just a place for you guys to post stuff that you're working on. And Yvonne posted her class projects, one of her class projects for Creating Keepsakes St. Louis. So you can get more information there. So, okay, so what we're going to do, did you show them all these cards, or what did you?
I just showed a couple of them.
Okay.
But hey. I have set the timer. I have set the timer.
Okay.
Set the timer.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
are you playing the new game?
We're going to play the old game first, and then we're going to explain the new game after we get into this. Okay.
Okay.
So I did not give the Santa stamp and die set for the wing bean.
Okay.
Want to show it to him?
Okay. Are you giving it away?
Yeah, I'm giving that away tonight. Okay.
Okay.
And then I got a couple other dies.
This is the stamp and die set, and out of the two shows that we just came out of, this was the biggest seller for the wingding card. So that's
so
a
I'm going to give that
winner,
away
winner,
tonight.
chicken dinner.
And
You know, other people, they give away the junk, but we're giving you the good stuff.
giving away the good stuff.
Okay.
Tell them that they have to comment.
Okay, so the way this game works, you have the timer on.
Yes.
Tom has the timer on, and y'all want to type as many things in the chat as you can. Visit with each other, ask questions. Ask Tom annoying questions like, have you planted your garden yet? What kind of seeds did you buy? Blah, 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 blah. And then keep Tom busy. And then when the timer goes off, if you're the last one to comment, you're a winner. So that's how it works. Okay, are we ready to launch?
Yes, the last one I'm going to tell
Okay,
you.
so I don't know where. Did you show them cards? What did you? Okay, just show you this.
Show
We're
Kathy.
we're going to make this card tonight.
Would you show Kathy the bee stamps?
Yes. And we're going to make this card tonight. I know Tom showed you this. Okay, these are the two cards we're going to do tonight. And then I just wanted to show you some other samples that I have made, just so you can be inspired. And this is the mini slim card. This is our happy birthday stamp. Okay. This, a long time ago, we had, in fact, one of the very first stamp sets we had was our cat and dog stamp and die set. And we had a cat die inside that set. And I pulled out the cat die, and now it's just a package of 4 different kinds of cats. So, it makes a nice little card, and it in the booth, it is sitting next to the mini slims. So here's another one with the little cats, and you can see the cats are just kind of fun. So I'm just showing you some different ways to do it. I think the reason the slims are so popular right now is because people just like to do different shapes, and it's just fun to mess around with. And this, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna talk about 3 sizes tonight. So if you go online and you look on the internet, what you're gonna find is everybody kind of makes a different size card. And this is how I make a slim card. And I'm leaving this sign up here so you can see it while I talk. This sign will be hanging in the booth, so you can snap a picture of it. So this tells you the paper size. I sized these cards so that we can get maximum amount of use out of a 6x6 paper pad. Okay, so our dies and stamps are designed to fit this. And you'll notice on my paper here, I have horizontal, vertical, and gatefold. So I want to show you what those three things are. Okay, so this card is your vertical. I'm going to show you this one. This is, I'm not making this card tonight, but I'm sharing it with you. This is the vertical, okay? When I'm talking vertical, get back here so you can see it better, okay? This is your horizontal, okay? And I will tell you, as I was getting ready to leave tonight, as I was walking out the door, I had a total inspiration, but I did not have time to fulfill it. And that was this. If you took the vertical card, okay, and you scored it down the front, it would make a really cool desktop card, if that makes sense, which means this could have been a stand-up card, which would have been fun. Kathleen, you can make the envelope on the envelope punch board from We Are Memory Keepers if you need that. Okay, We Are Memory Keepers punch board. Okay, now here's the other thing. On my card, on this card, it says gatefold card. Do you see that very last one? Gatefold. And would you like to see my beautiful gatefold card? Are you ready for this? I didn't get it done. Look at my gatefold card, Tom. Isn't it lovely?
Wow, that's incredible. Is that what took you all day to get there? Is that why you couldn't
I
get
was
done
taking
today?
care of Yvonne today.
Sure.
And I didn't get all my work done. So this right here is the beautiful gatefold card. And I do apologize that I did not get it done. But I will tell you that my intention is to hang a piece over the front that laps over, and then we have a gatefold. So I know y'all are creative. You'll have to bear with me.
Somebody told me I had Dunlap disease. You know what Dunlap disease is?
No.
Dunlapped over the belt.
Okay, does that make sense? So I think we're ready to pull the camera down. Anybody, let's see, somebody asked about bee stamps, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Kathy Woosley asked about the new bee
Kathy.
stamps. Did
Okay.
they come in yet? And I showed them shortly. Show them which one.
So the bee stamps are in. This right here is called Bee-utiful Stamp. Okay. And it comes with those sentiments, and you can move it around. So you can have it say, have a beautiful birthday, or you can have it say beautiful retirement. I had people asking me specifically for retirement things, and I think this makes a nice retirement card. So that's what we're going to do tonight. There's Lois back jumping on. So the other one is the beautiful sentiment stamp, and
hold it. It's not, hold it. Tell them what it is. It's the Bee-utiful.
Yes,
Cinnamon stamp.
it's the Bee-utiful. I'm sure I didn't
no,
say
you got to
it.
get the name. Well, it's not like you were
Quite right.
bragging about the beautiful stamp you made.
Okay, it wasn't bragging, I was explaining. Okay, B, and it has the scriptures on it, and then it has B up here. You can be free, you can be fearless, you can be yourself.
Would you be my
You
neighbor?
can be amazing. So I'm trying to give you things to make on your cards that are relevant for what we're going through right now.
Kathy just asked an incredible question.
Kathy is incredible.
Does it have a matching die? Kathy, I thought you'd never ask. We expect to have them in about a week to 10 days.
Well, we expect. So
But the supply chain
So,
has been held up.
there is a matching die for this set. There is not one for this because it's mostly sentiments. So there is one for this, but it has not yet arrived. Any questions up to that point? Are we ready to roll?
Ready to roll, baby.
Okay. You showed him these dies, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay. All right, I'm going to turn the camera down. So hang on. We're going down.
Going down.
We're
Downer,
going down,
downer, downer.
down. Now I have a really bad lag over here, so I'm going to need feedback. How was your lag?
Good. You're doing really good. I'll come over there while that's... Ooh, you're right on. Right on.
Okay, I have a major...
It is a little high. It is
a little high?
You need to come down a little closer. Now,
well, we'll get too close and then...
There you go. Okay, now push the cards towards the base.
Okay.
Towards the base.
This
towards
base?
The base of your camera.
The other base.
Yes.
Oh, sorry guys.
Towards the base.
I hit the base.
Push the cards towards the base.
Okay. How's that?
Well, you're crooked. You just moved your camera.
Okay. I hit the base on accident.
Well, I wanted you to move the cards. Slide the cards towards your base so you're centered on the screen.
Okay, how do I look now?
You're doing good, but you need to slide the cords.
And do I still have the base in the picture?
Yes.
Now do I?
Yes.
Okay. Still?
A little bit more.
Okay.
About a 1/2 inch of the base show.
How's that?
Oh, there you go, right there, baby. Hey!
Hey.
Wanda M!
Wanda!
M!
Sorry, guys.
Wanda M is the winner. Wanda M.
Wanda M is the winner.
One.
Okay, so we're going to start with our card base. And we are making the vertical card. So we've cut our card stock 7x6 and we're scoring at 3.5. Look at this. I've already got it done right here. There's my card base. Look how hard that was. Okay. So there's my card base. All right. Now in the background of this card, we have the green mini scalloped pattern paper out of the Bee paper pad. So I have already die cut that. And we are going to adhere that to the front of our card. Let's find some tape. And I am going to use our 1/4 inch tape on the back. All the pattern paper is two-sided. So if you don't like one side, you can turn it over. Now, this is our 1/4 inch super tacky tape, and as you can see, you can push it right down on your card, and then you can get your pick tool right under there to pull the liner off, and then we're going to center it on our card front. I know you're with me so far. Now, when I center this, if I hold it opposite corners, if I get my corners, opposite corners centered, then I know that my background is centered. So I have my background complete. Okay, now comes the fun part. This card has the mini stitched rectangle, and it has the window opening cut in it. And I don't know if you can see here, there are 2 layers of window there. So all kinds of creative things you can do with it. So we're going to get our mini stitched die, which is sized to fit right on top of that. Okay, and then we're going to locate our mini slim window die. When you open this out of the package, you are going to find there is the lovely setup sheet from Julie Creek in here. Okay, so you've got a circle setup sheet and you've got the square setup sheet aligned with the largest stitched rectangle from the mini slim cards. Okay, and you can see it's giving you the option to make a single pane window like this, or the double pane window, which is what I did here. Okay, so you can do single or double. Today we're going to do the circle, so we're going to turn that over. And when you open this package, I want to show you this. These dies are in here like this. So you cannot see the circles that are in here. but they're on the inside. So this is a 4-die set. And we're using these with the mini slims, but you can use these with any of your card sizes to cut a window. So what you're going to do, I keep a piece of acetate in this package. Actually, you'll see I keep several pieces of acetate in here. And what I do, I love this basic setup where I have the rectangle and then the double window, which is what I have right here. And I know I'm going to use it a lot. So I take...
What is the name of those dies?
The window is called Mini Scalloped Window Die. Okay? Mini Scalloped Window. Now, don't forget, ladies, the blog, www.creekbankcreations.blogspot.com, has a full list of everything we've used tonight with links for shopping. So if you have trouble finding anything, you can go to the blog and click, and it should be listed there.
Okay, and did you write the blog? Okay.
I did, and I already put it in the chat once, but it would be good for you to put it in there again. Okay, so I'm going to take my piece of acetate, and if I know it's a pattern that I'm going to use often, I'm going to take my Sharpie, and I'm going to trace the outside corners, and I'm going to just trace over that design. Does that make sense? Can you give me a yes or no? Does that make sense? We're just tracing that design. Now, what I have is the ability to put a piece of tape on it.
The ability.
Here.
Ability.
Yes, good. Okay. Glad you're with me. At least I have Lois and Kathy. Yay! Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so I'm going to put tape where on the outside edge where those 2 die lines are going to be, and I'm going to put tape up here. And then I'm going to take the tape liner off. And I'm going to set my dies in there. And that is going to give me the perfect alignment. And I do, when I do this, I use our medium weight acetate, but you can, if you have product packaging, you can use that. This is, I'm going to cut with the largest one first. And you see how I have that pattern there? How I can lay that right on top of that pattern. And the tape is going to hold everything still in place for me. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to run it through the die cut machine. Now, if it comes out of the die cut machine and the paper is stuck to the tape, then I'm going to use my undo to remove it. So I would just put it on the paper and it would release from the tape. I have already cut these because we have a lot of ground to cover tonight. So I went ahead and cut these for us. I'm looking for my piece. So this is what we're going to have. There's the first one. Okay. Now, when I go and I want to cut that second window, which is just a little bit smaller, I'm going to take off that large circle. Are you with me? I'm going to put the small one on using that pattern. Set it up. And I'm going to die cut that. And that's going to give me that second piece. So it's just a really beautiful look. And here's the truth. I didn't have to cut this whole piece. I could have cut it shorter, but I just like layering the 2 pieces up. And you have that nice pattern there. Okay, so we've got those both cut. Any questions about how I'm using the setup sheet at all? Does that make sense? Okay, when I cut my square piece back over here, when I cut this one, which is this card right here, okay, I made my acetate, I wrote on the acetate just like I did on the front, where I wrote that pattern down, because I'm going to show you this. I'm going to put my stitch piece down first, and then I'm going to put my window down, and I'm going to die cut. Then I'm going to take the outside piece off, move this over, and cut it again. And that's what's going to give me that double paned window. Are you following me? Okay. I think if you have questions, I'm sure Tom can handle them. No, seriously, if you have questions, let us know.
So,
But-
tell Wanda we're going to be at Duluth, Georgia, July 15th and 16th at the expo.
Okay, I'm sure she can hear you.
Okay.
Or you can, yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can see, you could make setup sheets for your A2 cards. You could put this on the standard size slim because you're going to be able to use this window anywhere you want it. And I wanted to show you, while we're on the topic, this is a a different way to use that window. And that's a fun time. If we have time, maybe at the end, we can do that. Maybe I'll run that through the die cut machine later. So that's another way. So you can see these windows, very, very versatile. And when you open it up, the pattern is in there. You don't have the acetate. You can make that. But you can see how I store that all in my package together. And then every time I pull it out, I have the setup sheets and I am ready to go. Now I'm going to turn the larger, so we have a large circle and a small circle. I'm going to turn the large one over. I've already put my tape on the back, just like that. And I am going to adhere one to the other. Now what's nice about this little scalloped design, the window, is that there's that little stitched edge around the inside. And it's just pretty, pretty, pretty. Are we going to Allentown? No, that did not work with our schedule. The schedule is all messed up. So I'm going to lay this right on top. And that's going to give me that beautiful little double scalloped edge. Okay. Now we're going to turn this over. And we are going to add, because we're making a shaker card, I'm going to put a piece of acetate on this. And we are going to cut our acetate 2.75 by 2.75, and you want 2 of them. Now, I put a little pencil mark right here at 2.75 inches, so I know where that acetate is going to hit, because I want to put a piece of tape right across that center point, because I need it to hold that acetate. So I'm going to put my tape around. So one right across the middle at 2.75 inches. And then we're going to go around here. And you see that piece of tape there? That was just a marker for me, so I grabbed the right piece out of my collection of things that I brought from my studio at home. It's sometimes when I pick up stuff and move stuff from the studio at home to the studio at the shop, things get misplaced. Do you ever have that problem? Hey, did you reset?
Only when you go in my office.
Did you?
Rearrange things.
You know, actually, I only needed to tape this top. I'm talking away and, okay, but it didn't matter.
Card making is therapeutic.
Yes, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Would you say it's therapeutic?
I would say it's that. I'm gonna put my acetate on there, and now I've created that nice window, and I am going to come back in with the lovely tape foam tape. Now, this is our clear foam tape, and I love to use it on these cards, and I will tell you, when you open this package, it wants to stick all over itself, and I literally rip it out of the package and then go back over it with the powder tool. This is the powder tool that's used for embossing, and I literally rub it around that edge to detack it because it is so sticky. And sometimes if I can't get if the package wants to stick to it, I just kind of work it off a little bit at a time. Okay, detack it a little bit. That really helps the powder tool. What's great about this tape is that it's totally clear. So I'm going to lay this right along. I'm going to put it right on top of that tape, right along my outside edge. And Mr. Creek, I need scissors. Oh, here they are. I got them.
There you go.
I was about to send you
By
on
the
a...
way, keep commenting, ladies,
Wow,
because
yeah.
I'm giving a die away real quick.
So we're going to, when we put the foam, am I center, Tom? At the top.
Are you centered?
Oh!
Teresa Donga. Teresa Donga.
Teresa. Okay, when we put the foam across the top, these top corners, we need to make sure that we have that nice and tight and square, because that is going to hold in our shaker filling. So we don't want any holes. We got to get it in there tight and secure. We're going to put this across the bottom. And the one that is really important is this one right in the middle. So get it nice and close to that edge right there. Bring it across. And when I cut it on this side, I cut it just a little long because we do not want anything escaping. Now, here's one of the fun facts about this clear tape. If you get it too short, it is a little flexible and you can literally stretch it to fit exactly where you want it. Okay, this is clear foam tape. And you know what? I don't think I put this on the blog. Can you remind me afterwards to add it?
Sure.
Clear foam tape. Now, we're going to turn this space into a shaker box. So I am going to go around this with my pick tool, and I am going to peel up that liner and then lay it back down very gently, because I want to be able to peel that liner off without causing a bunch of jumping from the beads. So very, very gently, I'm going to lay it back down. I don't want to push it back down. I just want to cover that stickiness. Okay. So, Charlotte is in Arizona. Did you see that, Tom?
She is.
Yeah, Charlotte Hunley. So, Charlotte, are you on vacation or did you relocate?
Well, I think we have some confusion because Kathy Kinsey said that this was also called red line tape. And I think there's a difference.
Yes. So this is not red line tape.
This red liner.
This tape has a red liner, but it is actually. That was a good question. Was that your question or her question?
That was her question. That was her statement.
Good job, Tom, catching that. I'm trying to show you here on. This is clear tape, but it's foam, so it's dimensional. It does have a red liner, but it is actually like foam. You use it like foam tape. And the great thing about it is that it is totally clear. It is a little sticky and sometimes problematic, but it's awesome because it doesn't show. Okay, so
When you say dimensional, it's about an 1/8 inch thick, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say it's a little bit deeper than an 1/8.
That's because Beth just asked me just before I mentioned it.
I don't know. Do you have a ruler
Let
around?
me see it.
Okay, this is the Shake and Rattle filling Gold Rush. And I like...
It's about 3/16 of an inch thick.
There you go, 3/16 of an inch. I like to keep this in the little clear jars that we sell because I like to stir it before I put it in. And we're just going to stir that up and we're going to drop this in. And I don't know if you can see... Most of the shaker filling, can you see how tight, can you tell me how that looks? Can you guys see the beads? There are little,
You moved it away from the camera.
little bitty, beads in this
You were
glass.
underneath the camera. You were underneath the camera, underneath the.
How am I
There
now?
you go,
How am I now?
baby.
Okay, little bitty glass beads in this. So, they
You
roll
can see.
around inside the shaker. Now I have my filling in there and I need to remove that liner. So I'm going to get the filling away from that edge. And this is why we took off that, we lightened up that red liner earlier.
Kathy asked if you have satchels to fit that size.
I do not have satchels to fit that size. I will tell you, ladies, the satchel was, we did not know if that was, if people were going to like the satchel. So that was our first run with the satchel. We'll see how it goes this year. And if all goes well, we'll do more with it. Okay. Now, you see how that liner, that red liner is coming off really easy because we lightened it up and it's not sticking. And you notice I'm keeping I'm pushing down on where that shaker filling is so that it's not jumping everywhere. Now, we cut 2 pieces of acetate.
What did you say the size of your mini stem was? Didn't you have that little paper? It's not underneath there. Here, give it to me. I'll
Okay.
read it.
So I'm going to take my second piece of acetate.
How can it be 7 inches by 6 inches? You can choose.
It's 7 inches this way
Okay.
across
Okay.
and 6
You're
inches
on
tall.
Camera. You're not on your camera.
Well, you were asking. It's
Okay.
7 inches this way
Okay.
and 6 inches this way
Okay.
and scored. Put the long side of the card up against the top of the scoreboard, which is 7 inches, and score at 3.5.
Gotcha.
That's your card base. Okay. Okay, now, I don't know if y'all caught, I put that second window on top of that so that that is all encapsulated and not going anywhere. And then I'm going to push down on it, and I'm going to push pretty hard and get that real secure so that it has encapsulated all of the shaker goodness. Now we're going to come down here and pull that liner off. And I really like to add another piece of foam down in this base just to keep it from collapsing. And that through there. So I hope you can see, wish I could see better, how dimensional that is. Okay, let's flip it over, and there is our beautiful card.
Is it beautiful or is it bee?
Baby, it is beautiful. It's both. Okay, now we're going to put tape back over where that
What kind of tape are you using?
window. This is the 1/4 inch super tacky tape because we put the window on top of it and it's not sticky there
Is that from Creek Bank Creations?
anymore. It is on your website, baby. So we have this in 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch.
3 inch and 6 inch.
3 inch and 6 inch. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, across the top.
What mix did you use? Did you use
That is Gold
Gold
Rush. And it's great for the bees, with the bees. Okay, now we're gonna add that to our card front. If I am concerned about the alignment of this card when I place it on, I'm going to put undo down first. Undo is an adhesive remover, and if I have it down first, when it comes in contact with the paper, the adhesive on the foam, it'll give me a minute to line everything up straight so I have my shaker centered on my mini scallop background. Okay, how's that? Everybody with me? Now, any questions? Good place to ask questions. Nope. Undo is my friend too. Okay, awesome. Now, last fall, we came out with a new die set, and we have not talked about it in the lives, and I would venture to say that many of you do not know about this. This is the Funky Flowers die set, and I want to show it to you. When you purchase it, it does not come in the storage pocket, the storage envelope, but I want to show you, it's a really large die set. And we do sell the magnetic sheet and the storage envelope that you can put it in. So this is the Funky Flowers, and this is what the package looks like. Funky Flowers. There are 42 dies in this set. So there are all different kinds of shapes and configurations. The stems are made so that you can change them out. You can use different stems on different flowers. You can refer to the front as a guide, but you can literally mix them up. What I love is the these little pieces, these little wingding little swirly things fun. And where's that other one?
Is that Funky Flowers? Is that the
Yes, Funky Flowers. This one is a little fun accent. So I made the little curly leaves, and on these larger pieces, let's see if we can get close up. I added a lot of stitch little dot marks, so they really have amazing detail on them. So this is the Funky Flower, and we're going to use the daisy off of Funky Flower. So here's your daisy. So I cut the daisy, and then I went back and cut the little, what do you call it? Is it called a head?
Right.
A head for the daisy, the top, this thing up here?
They call that the...
He doesn't know. He's going to
the,
fake it. And this is your
I call it the center
flower
of the
pot. Yeah, do we have a gardener in the group who knows the technical name for that? So we're going to add a flower to our card front, and I die cut it ahead of time.
Hey, did you say anything about
I just have to find
discount code?
Discount code is DING, valid on everything except for the Switch machine until February the 28th. Okay, here's my pieces. Now, I cut the stem in green. I cut my flower in white. And then this is the cone head. Does anybody know?
Conehead. Who's a conehead?
Conehead. Okay, I don't know what that top piece is called. So, okay, I'm going to layer my flower. Now, when I die cut this, I have already taken my super tacky tape. We sell this in a 3-inch or a 6-inch roll. Unroll it, put my paper in it, and then when I die cut, it's a sticker. So I'm going to turn these pieces over and take the tape liner off and layer that up. And I am going to add undo because I need to be able to manipulate this thing and get it to sit exactly where I want it. Are you guys enjoying no grid tonight? Did anybody notice I don't
have a grid pad?
I don't have a grid pad tonight? It's kind of driving me nuts. But you should say in the chat, you like it? Grid? Yes for the grid or no for the grid? Tom kept saying he thought it was distracting.
It's distracting. It's almost it's pixelating.
I don't know if that was just a guy thing.
And you say pixelating.
There we go. We've got our white flower with our stem.
Pat likes the grid.
Oh, Lois likes the grid.
Lois likes the grid.
Yeah, baby.
Kathy can go either way.
They're crafters.
Now the Kinsey likes the grid.
I'm gonna put the
grid.
That's okay.
Grid. Where do you
Stop.
like the grid? Sorry.
y'all haven't lived till you see him with the grandkids. Okay. Because the act's just like this. Okay, so we're gonna add that to the front of our card. We're going to peel that back off. And you can see how these flowers, they just add such a nice little touch to the front of our card. And because we cut those with our super tacky tape.
When you don't use the grid, white paper is harder to see.
Yes. See, that's true. Okay, so now we are making progress. We need to add our sentiment to the front of our card. And that sentiment on that stamp set I designed. So it can say, have a beautiful birthday or have a beautiful retirement. So we're doing retirement tonight because last year I had several people ask me about retirement. I said, I like to retire. Look at this. Look what I have.
The grid.
Woo!
Here comes the grid.
Okay.
By popular demand.
So here's what I want to show you. I did a little trick here. I stamped that sentiment, and then I came back in with the mini slim dies. And I can lay the mini slim over the top of this and cut it out so that I have a stitch mark at the top and the bottom. I just need to make sure I have it straight. And this is why we need the grid, because it helps us get everything straight. We're going to just tape that in. And here we go. This will be our, what do you call it? Our maiden voyage?
Maiden voyage?
On the
machine.
In a minute, in a minute, I'll pull back and we'll actually get video. But here's what's cool.
Move the machine underneath the camera.
Here's what's cool. I can use my existing platform in this machine. I do not have to use that oversized platform. So I would not use that unless I'm cutting something extra large, because those platforms, and I'm not sure I got it run through all the way. Okay, I'm going to run it through again because I'm greener than a gourd, and I'm not sure I got it all the way. I think I might have backed it up too quickly.
Now you can hit that button with someone else.
Yes, but I didn't want to. Okay, now, there's my sentiment. Okay, now, we want that to go on the front of that mini slim card, and at this point, it's too long. So I'm going to come back in with that largest mini slim die, and I'm going to center it over that sentiment, and that's going to give me the stitch exactly where I want it. Yeah, baby. And that is why I like to work on top of the grid, because it just helps you to always align things up. Now, literally, when you put your cutting platform in the machine, there's an activation switch on the inside, and it automatically starts pulling the die into the machine, which is pretty darn amazing. Okay, what do you think of that noise? Too much noise?
Sounds like a die cut machine to me.
I think it sounds better than the Vagabond. Okay, do you see that? Now we have stitched on both sides and custom fit to match our card. I'm sorry, I was pretty excited about that.
I'm excited too, honey.
I was like, well, that's cool. Okay, there's our title. We're going to stick that, our sentiment. We're going to put that right there. And I have stamped the little bee, and I previously colored him. I'm going to add him, and I am going to cut him out. And I know some of you
there you go.
are
too far, baby.
Too far.
Back about half that. There
Are
you
we there?
go.
There?
We're on the money, honey.
Okay, I'm going to cut this out. I know some of you hate to cut by hand, and what I wanted to show you is if you try to just kind of open and close your scissors and move the paper, you can get a nicer cut. And Tom, can you get up there and get me little sister?
Yes.
Come around here, and I'm gonna show you a secret right now.
That's
The secret reveal. The big brother work. So we have the sanding sticks. This thing's been around forever. This is the big one. We also have a little one.
It's called the Big Brother.
The Big Brother. And if you have little jagged edges on the things you cut, if you take this stick to it very gently, you can knock off where you have like a really sharp cut. Okay, just like that. And then you have a nice smooth cut like you have if you die cut it. We're going to put some tape on there and stick that on. And we're about done with this card. Does anyone have any questions about this card? And I hope you see how that window die is going to give you versatility and the amount of things that you can do with it. Very fun. And that just makes for a fun retirement card. And I didn't put it on there square. I crinked it off at an angle. And we have a nice shaker card. Very nice. Okay, any questions before we move on?
Pat asked me if the dies have come in yet, and she must have missed that part. So would you tell her it'd be about 1 to 2 weeks?
We do not have the outline dies for the bees. The other dies that we're talking about tonight, we do have. Was that as clear as mud?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Are we good? I'm picking up my mess so we can get that other card out and do that other card. There's a little like.
Where'd you put the card in front of the camera? So
I thought it was.
Well, the one
The new card?
Show it up close, will you?
I can't hold it and. Okay. Yeah, do you ever notice how bossy he is? He's bossing me. You're just trying to help, aren't you? I just want to help you. Okay, so let's do this. I'll put this one up here so you can see it. And here's the other window that you can do. So much fun. Okay, found my other project and all the piles I have over here. Okay, so we are going to make this one, and we're going to get tricky with it. Are you ready to get tricky with it? As if that wasn't tricky enough. So we are going to start with that same card base that we talked about before, which was cutting a piece of paper 7 inches by 6 inches, putting the long side, the 7-inch side on the scoreboard, and scoring at 3.5 and folding. That's my card base. And then I have pre-cut ahead of time the background with the mini slim yellow background here. And we're going to tape that up. So we are using, in this project, the new Hexagon set. And when I designed this Hexagon set, so that you get a double stitched edge out of it. So when you die cut, it's cutting and it's stitching the inside and the outside. And we're going to use that on this card today. What I wanted to show you, so you see how we have, it's die cut and we have an inside stitch. But it also cuts, can you tell me what that picture looks like, Tom? The outside stitch.
You're missing back towards you, Mrs. Or towards the stand. Towards the.
I did.
There you go.
I did.
There you're on. Right on.
So it's cutting an inside, it's cutting the line, and it's not cutting an inside. It's stitching the inside, cutting a line, stitching the outside. That gives you the ability to make a card like this, and you have that stitched on the outside edge. Okay?
Put your card. There you go.
So that's fun. What is going to be amazing is when we get to the mini album stuff, we are going to be able to cut a window in our mini album so that we have a see-through. So this is the die set, Hexagon die set. We're going to be able to see through a page and it'll be stitched on the outside edge. So I'm really excited about the fun things we're going to be able to do with this with mini album, besides the fact that it's nice with the cards. Okay, we have our background on there. We're going to add some bee paper right there that we've cut with our mini stitched rectangle. And then I see I have...
How many designs are in that bee paper pack, Mrs. Creek?
I'm
sorry.
There we go. Mr. Creek's going to answer that question.
24 sheets, 12 patterns.
So there's 4 of every pattern. And so if you're making multiples of cards, you've got 4s in there. And Yvonne, when she's teaching in St. Louis, is working with this product line, the bee stuff, and she's got some really creative cards going for that show.
We're offering a class in St. Louis.
We are offering a class at the Creating Keepsakes show in St. Louis. Do you know what the date is, Tom?
I can tell you in a flash.
We're going to put that right there. And then what we want to do is accent the front of this with that hexagon shape. Okay? And we're going to...
St. Louis. is April 8th and 9th. Where else are we teaching?
Okay, right now we don't have contracts firmed up yet, so we're still working on things. I'm going to take a 6-inch piece of paper and I'm going to fold it in half and we're going to cut that hexagon. Fold it in half and we're going to get the hexagon die and we're going to lay that on the fold. So this is the second largest die on this side. This would be the left side. Okay. And when I put it on my paper, I'm going to line it up so that it's square. We're going to tape it in place so that it doesn't do the hokey pokey on us. Did you do the hokey pokey when you were a kid?
Yes, and you turn yourself about.
Where did you do the hokey
That's
pokey
what
at?
it's all about. I did it in kindergarten, and I also did it at the roller rink.
I was going to say, did you go to the roller rink?
Yes, and I fell on my rear end when I was doing
The hokey, yeah. Because that's what it's all about.
Yes, that's right.
Did anyone else do the hokey pokey? There we go. Okay, my parents, we lived in the sticks. And we didn't do very much. We didn't go very much. But once a month, we went to the all-night Christian church skate.
Mm-hmm.
And
all night?
Well, not all night. What do you call it? Once a month on Monday. I don't know what they called it. Church skate. Anyway, church skate. My mom and dad were youth pastors. And that was the highlight of my month. And I learned how to do the hokey pokey on roller skates.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Anybody else roller skate when they were a kid?
Yeah, Lois Back did.
Okay, there's my piece that I made.
Dance school class.
Dance. Oh,
Dance.
I wasn't allowed to go to dance. My mother forbid that.
But you wanted to.
I wanted to. I begged.
You
I
were
got.
a good
I
dancer.
got told no. Ain't doing no dancing. So I think it was because we lived so far out in the country. My mom didn't want to drive to town again. So I have previously stamped this, and we have "Thank You, Sweet Friend," and I use the next smallest hex for it. And we're gonna stick that on the front. Pretty self-explanatory, and make that cute little pocket for the front. You just want to watch when you do this. I stamped this and then I wasn't paying attention and I die cut it and I had my hex shape running the wrong way and I had to restamp. So pay attention. Okay, so we're going to lay this. Okay, here's my hex and we put that on the fold so we have that nice cute little fold. We're into cute around here, right? Now I have previously...
Gene Vetter! Gene Vetter just wanna
Where's
die.
Jean from?
I don't know, Gene. She was talking about her roller skates. She had old metal skates and skated on the sidewalk.
Oh, me too.
Gene Vetter.
You know, we got roller skates for Christmas one year, and they were like, they were metal, and you put them, like you left your tennis shoe on, and they wrapped over your tennis shoe. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And, oh my gosh, we spent hours and hours and hours roller skating, and my dad, in the winter, he built us a ramp in the garage, and we thought that was the coolest thing ever. And we thought our dad did that because he was cool. And looking back on it, I think he did it because it meant we weren't in the house. I was like, my dad's so cool, he gave up his garage. Well, I think it was because he wanted us out of the house. Nothing wrong with a little space in the winter in Indiana. Yes, like I thought those roller skates were the coolest thing ever. And if you showed those to a kid now, they'd be like, wow. That's sad. Okay, so this card is 6 inches tall. And what I wanted to, am I in the center here, Tom? What I want to show you is when you work on the grid, you can use the grid for alignment purposes. So if I know I need to be in the center, I can look over at my 3-inch mark and I can kind of just set that in and get that exactly where I want it. Now this has our scripture for the night on it. Be strong and courageous. Don't be frightened and don't be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. I cut that. I stamped and die cut it ahead of time. And look at that. Ta-da-da. We have our card front made. And I add a little, we're going to add a little pop here. I cut the large bee ahead of time, and we're going to add him to the inside of our card with a little action wobble. This is the mini action wobble. Any questions up to this point? We doing okay? So I hope that you've seen some different things and different creative ideas tonight, and you've been inspired. If you have inspirations and you're making cards, be sure to share them in the Creek Bank Creations creativity group, because that just spawns more creativity.
There you go.
There's your little bee. And then I tied this card shut with a piece of black and white baker's twine. And you send that to your sweet friend, and your sweet friend will be so happy. So there we go. Any questions before we move on? Okay. Nope. Okay, looks like I didn't get my hex in there straight. Be sure to get your hex in straight. Mr. Creek, did you turn the volume down on your phone?
I did, but I had to turn it back up for the alarm, Mrs. Creek. I turn the volume down and I can't get the alarm.
Okay, so what I want to do is I'm gonna cut this for you guys, and I'm gonna pull the camera over so that you can see the machine. I'm looking for my dies over here. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Here we go.
All right, you're gonna pull the machine over.
All right, hold on. I'm getting my. I want to show them. I want to show them how I did this.
All right. So
okay.
Are we gonna do the demo of the machine? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ladies, and now the moment you've been waiting for. That's right. It's the demonstration of the Big Shot Switch machine from Sizzix. Available at special prices from Creek Bank Creations.
So, to make the top of this card, we are going to take that circle from the window set, and we're going to use it right there. See how we got that little scallop there? So I wanted to show you how I did this, and then we'll die cut at the same time. So I took my circle from my circle die set, and I'm going to put it on this cardstock. I already have my tape on the back, and I'm going to die cut. So I am going to pull my camera. I think I'm going to need to pull it back and up. So hang on. Tom's going to have to give me advice about what I'm doing.
Right, move your scissors and your tape,
and
you're going to slide it over, right? Or you're going to move the camera to the machine,
I'm gonna,
or the machine to the camera?
Okay, maybe you're right. That would be a better idea. Move the camera, or move the machine over.
Uh-huh. It's a very lightweight machine.
Okay.
But you ought to move your cards before you crush them. Sound like an idea?
What cards? I got it. I got it. Okay.
All right. Here it comes.
Are we in? I think I'm going to have to raise it up.
I think you need to raise it up.
Raise it up?
Quite a bit.
Okay, hang on, ladies. I hate to do this to you. Talk to me.
Right now you need to move this machine over.
Okay.
Or move the camera over, one of the two.
Okay. Do you think I'm high enough?
I think you are.
Okay.
Wow.
How's that?
That's about perfect.
Wow.
If the camera didn't keep moving around.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay, talk to me now.
Okay. Up and...
Sorry, ladies.
Up and towards you, the camera. Up and towards the camera. No, towards you, the camera. The camera. There you go. Hold on here.
I'm not out far enough.
There. Oh, a little more. Just a little more. Towards you, about an inch towards you. There you go. A little bit more. Right there. Keep jiggling.
I'm trying.
There you are. Now your machine's crooked.
Wow.
Now you just moved it out of the camera spot. So
Tell me what I need to do.
move it towards you just a little bit. The camera. Or
I would rather move the machine.
I move the machine towards the camera.
That's as far up as I can go, so I need to adjust the camera. Sorry, guys. Talk to me.
Right there. Right there.
There's no.
That's about.
There's not even any music playing in the background to it. Oh, nice. Good job, Thomas. Good job. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. Why don't you fold it up so they can see what it looks like?
I'm working on it. Okay, so this is made, so this folds up, very easy to carry, and it takes a small imprint on the work surface. I was concerned that it was going to take a lot of room on the work surface, and as you can see, it does not.
Lift it and see how
It is made white. Well, you know, it's an electric machine. It's not the lightest thing in the world.
You think it's lighter than a Vagabond?
It's probably about the same. It has these little notches on the side so you can get your hands in here and carry it on the side.
Those would be called hand notches, Mrs. Creek.
Hand notches. And we're offering it in the white version. And so you can put your decals on it and decorate it to match your office, which is amazing. To open it, we are going to just pull this down. And that's going to be your opening point.
No, that's not
There
being shown.
is a storage.
Oh, there you go. You are
Here,
Yes.
and
Open that storage.
I'm more. You know, it's amazing that I can do this job at all. You have storage here, and when you buy the machine, it comes with a very large instructional sheet. And you can see I cut it down to just these pieces because that is all the information that I need. But there is a QR code in the machine, and they recommend that you hit the QR code so it comes with more instructions. I don't know why you would need more than this. And I am keeping this in here. You can also keep...
Bless you, Mrs. Creek. Bless
Sorry.
you.
You can keep your
Were you
pick
using
tool...
the powder tool again?
I'm sorry?
Were you using the powder tool again?
No, Tom used the powder tool today and he got powder in his nose, but I did not. So, sorry, needed a drink. You can use that for storage. So when you put your platform on your machine, you're going to cut just like if you had if you had a Big Shot or a Vagabond, it's going to operate the same. So this is the platform. This is my favorite cutting platform.
That's your old one, right?
This is my old one, so I'm going to use it all the time unless I'm cutting an oversized die. So I'm going to save those expensive platforms for when I'm cutting the big stuff, okay?
You know how they call that in Indian land?
No.
In Indian country? The heap bigum dies.
The heat bacon dice.
Yes,
You
that's
probably
what they say,
you probably
Indian.
should not tell those kinds of jokes. Okay, so we're going to put this in, and there is an activation switch in here, and I want you to see I'm not touching anything except for I'm pushing this platform up, and you can see it automatically.
You touching any buttons?
I'm not.
Holy cow! Did you see?
It's going to suck it in. Now, if I want to pull it back, I'm hitting this little arrow
You can't see the
button.
You can't see the button.
Okay, we're going to move it up then. And then I have to pull this out to get it to stop running. Okay, I want to just pick up the machine and show you the two buttons. Can I see the buttons now, Tom?
I'm looking. Real close. No, can't see the button.
Okay,
Can't quite see the button.
how about now?
You will as soon as it catches up. There's the buttons.
Okay,
What's that blue thing on next to
this is your on-off switch. Now, this right here is a very special thing. See, this is a little bitty piece of Creek Bank Creations art stencil tape, and I have it right here next to my directional button so that I don't accidentally hit the on-off button, which I kept doing today.
Really?
Yes.
You know what that symbol is on that button?
It's a directional
It's called the
button.
on
Yes,
off
I'm
button.
well aware. I'm well aware. How do I look? I moved the machine again. How am I looking? Sorry, guys.
You're ready to cut.
Okay, so I
Okay. Platforms are included. Yes, Judy Retz, the oversized platform and the cutting pads are included, and Julie just showed you, or showing them to you right now, as well as the A.
Okay,
shape.
so this is your base. This is, if you're cutting in the oversize, this is what's coming. When you buy the machine, you're getting the base platform. You're getting
The
A plus, they're calling it the adapter A. And you can see on it, it tells you exactly how to use your die configuration. And this basic thing is for embossing. It's called a platform for embossing. So for embossing, I'm using this. For die cutting, I'm using this. And it comes with the 2 clear plates. Okay, any more questions about that?
Well, Nancy asked me about the platforms, how much the platforms cost on that machine, and I don't know yet because I haven't stocked any of that yet because I haven't needed to stock any yet.
Well, do they sell it? Yes, they do, because it's the same same platform as the manual plus machine.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes. So
But
I don't
have any of
know
those
the
in
price.
stock, Nancy, because the machine comes with one.
Yeah. Okay, so what I wanted to show you was remember we were working towards
Hey, remember that?
this. Remember that? Okay. So am I in the camera frame, Tom?
Your card?
My little circles in the
Well,
camera.
you need to push
Boy,
it.
we got all kinds of
You need
junk
to
in the
put it- you
frame.
need to put it
Sorry,
towards-
guys.
Push it towards your stand. That.
This way?
There you go.
Okay, I'm going to put that window die on the middle of my circle, and I'm going to add some art tape so that it doesn't move. And we're gonna die cut again. Maybe. I have to find my tape, sorry. Okay, I moved all the stuff and then everything's a mess. Okay, so we're gonna take our platform and then you'll get a good view of this. I'm gonna put that here. And when I push it in, and I need to.
No, you don't even.
Yeah, but I'm not handling the platform very well. I need to practice more.
This is like the 5th time.
So
I use
it's coming out the back side, or I can use the directional button and I can pull it back. Either way.
But only if you have two things. Configurations tape on, right?
Well, that didn't have anything to do with it. This gives me that fun piece. Isn't that nice to use on our cupcake card? Okay, and then I cut it on our dimensional foam just to give it lift. Am I centered?
Elizabeth is asking me, is
Yes.
the slot 9 inches wide or 8 3/4 inches?
You know, Elizabeth, Tom and I went round and round with our friends at Sizzix about this. Tom, would you go get the ruler, please? This was a little frustration. It should be right up there on the counter, huh? A little frustration of mine, where Tom's going to get the ruler. So we will measure. Okay, ready? It's 9 inches, so it does have a 9-inch opening. When they say it's a 9-inch opening, it is a 9-inch opening. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'll show you. We're gonna take our platform. So we have the large platform, and then I'm gonna take my piece of paper.
She's wondering to know if the magic mat that's 9 by 15 inches will work.
I don't have any idea because our who is it? Who's asking?
Elizabeth on.
Elizabeth. Is she from New York? Where's she from?
I believe. I'm not sure.
Elizabeth, where are you from? Remind me. So I'm going to take the extra large tag set, And the great thing about the tag, the giants, these are the giants. They come in the storage, take the paper out of it. They come in the storage envelope, so everything is protected. And these are going to be great for your mini album projects. And I just want you to see how many dies are in this package. 25 dies.
Elizabeth
Okay.
is from Ladego, Indiana.
Ladego, okay. So if we see you
coming to the show
this
in
weekend,
in,
I'm going to take the biggest
this
one
weekend?
off of here. And we're just going to set that on. If you're coming to a show, you can bring the platform and we can, or whatever, the mat, and we can try it. We're going to put our big cutting platform on top. And we're just going to push that through. So when it cuts my bottom end down here, I'm just going to pull it back the opposite direction. Now you do have to be careful about getting, I guess you don't want to wear your frilly blouse, but it really is impossible to get fingers in there. The back has a protective plate, so you can't just stick your fingers in it. So this is what we have. A ginormous tag. So very fun, large pieces for scrapbook pages or your mini albums. And they tags all step down in size so you can layer them into each other. And I added the hole reinforcer and the hole, if you want to add a hole or the hole reinforcer to the tag set. Anything else we want to do with the machine?
Well, probably not, because it's kind of hard to get a picture because you kind of always get part of it.
Yeah, well, I just wanted him to see how it cut. So am I ready to pull the camera up?
Yeah, I believe you are.
I'm pulling you up, ladies. Hang on. We're swinging around. We're just swinging.
Just a swing.
Just a swinging. There we go. Okay. Whoa.
Whoa.
Hold on. See, our rolls of tape hold our stand so it doesn't fall over.
Hey,
move.
thanks
Okay,
for joining
hold
us.
on. Elizabeth's asking. I don't.
Don't have the
Yeah,
number.
I don't even know. Don't know. All right. So I think you should pray a blessing on them. I was
Okay.
thinking today about y'all and about how much of a blessing you've been to us. And I think we should let's just close tonight with a short blessing.
Awesome.
Okay?
First of all, thanks for joining us tonight,
Yes,
ladies.
thank you.
We're glad to have you. Lord Jesus, I just pray that you would bless everyone that's watching tonight. Be with them
Let them
as
have
they
peace,
go
Lord.
to and from whatever they're doing, whether it's work, play, rest, sleep, crafting, whatever they're doing, Lord. Be with them, carry them, keep them healthy.
Speak increase and blessing.
In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
Amen. Bless you guys.
Bless y'all. See you Saturday, hopefully, or Friday.
Saturday we'll be in Indianapolis. The next weekend we're in Rockford, Illinois, and we'll be back live at the end of March. So watch for our updates.
On a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Have we set the date?
We have, but I don't remember.
Okay. We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
We promise.
All right. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody.
Will we be in Westminster in September? We are not planning on at this time.
Closest will be is Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Lancaster in July?
Yes.
In July. Okay. All right. Bless you all. We'll see you in March.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.